What's going on? What's going on? Man, it's hot to death out here. Um, Anybody in Atlanta, they know exactly what I'm talking about. It's increasingly hot. I mean, in my car, it was registered at 99. That includes the heat index. So you know it's hot, and we just now got into summer. A lot of people always say, well, summer's already. No, summer officially started, what, on the 21st? So, no, officially it's just started. And we all know that in Atlanta, your hottest months are going to be the end of July going into August. So, if it's hot like this already, over the next month, it's going to be a scorcher. Um, it's going to be a scorcher. you know. But what I tell people all the time is, when you used to being in Atlanta weather or anything where it's very humid, make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you do electrolytes. You got electrolytes in your system. You got water in your system. Don't do as much alcohol. If you do alcohol, do it in the confines of your home. That way you're in a controlled environment. You can set the temperature control in there. And don't overexert yourself. Don't overexert yourself. I mean, mess around there and pass out from the heat. So just be mindful of that. Today, I'm going to officially say, well, it's after, what is it, after 6? Um, my birthday is actually tomorrow. And so I'm going to tell myself happy birthday. And I've been here on this earth um, over a century. No, over a half a century. I'm sorry, a half a century. And I've seen a lot of milestones in my life. You know, um, I've come across a lot of different situations, a lot of scenarios that some that are been great, some that have been not great. So you live and you learn from your experiences, and you adapt to those situations that come across. Um, I've realized and I've come to the realization, I've realized and come to the understanding that as I've gotten older, it's a lot of stuff that I don't put up with. I don't deal with. I don't even I don't try to entertain. And unfortunately, you know, it may come off as if it's, matter of fact. But I've been on this earth long enough to realize, and that is that if it's something out here that you want, if it's something out here, a person out here that you want to deal with, you will adjust, you will adapt to it. If you know that a person is a good person, and you know that they do a lot of things that, to extend their friendship, relationship wise, husband, wife, whatever the situation may be, if you know that you got a solid person, understand that, because it's not a lot of solid people out here. It's a lot of people out here who play around and talk a really good game. And I guess that's another thing that you have to deal with when you get when you get a little bit older, and that is that you've seen all the games, you've seen all the tricks, and so you try to be mindful that when a person comes to you and they try to spew it to you, okay, you must think that I was born last night, or I don't I'm not privy to know certain information. Um, the one thing that I can sit here and truly tell you, there's no new hustle. There's no new invention when it comes down to trying to do something. You can't reinvent the wheel. All you can do is try to create a vehicle that can allow for your vehicle to run a little smoother. So you're not going to recreate the tire. The tire's already been invented. All you can do is really try to balance the tire and try to come up with different ways to make that tire get more longevity, a smoother ride, and it doesn't run flat. It doesn't go flat. You know, you got durability on it. And so in life, we have to look at these type of things as far as creating that type of avenue for us to be in. And, you know, I talk a lot about trying to figure out what your number is. We have to get, I can't stress enough, we have to get ourselves to the point where we are in that place. We are truly trying to go out here and stop BSing around by doing this and doing that, trying to highlight, trying to do all these type of things, and just let's get to it. You know, get to your money, get to your money, get to your security. Don't let no one put you in a position where you're distracted from that. Because it's easy to get distracted. You know, we go across, you know, times where people will say, hey, you know, I just need that support, I need that help. And it's not destined that someone is going to come through and give you the support that you always need. So you either going to have to try to find out a way to do it yourself, or if you're blessed to the point where you have that, utilize it. If you have someone in your life that is supportive to you, backing up to you, do everything that you need for it to be done, pay attention. Pay attention. If you have someone that you're trying to that's trying to build with you, pay attention. Because you can have someone that doesn't want to build with you, deplete your funds and your assets, and move on to the next one. Once it's almost like a leech, you know. Once they're done with you, they hop on somewhere else. They hop to the next best thing. And it goes to the next thing that I've always said, and I've said it in a you know, in my little personal circles, and we've had conversations when we sit back and we chopping it up, smoking a cigar. We say, hey, listen, you know, when it comes to a man, what you want to be is you want to try to be a woman's first choice. If you're not the choice, you have a tendency for her to always be looking for something else, because you're not her first choice. Now, she might settle with you because of the simple fact that you're a great provider. You make good money, but she's not into you like that. She will move away from you like that. And that's just how it is. That's how it is. So be mindful. You know, try to be a woman's choice. You know, try to be a woman's choice, because, you know, have a tendency when a woman chooses you, she has a tendency to see you through. If she's a part of your team, she's going to be a part of your team. And if she's not a part of your team, she's a liability. She's a liability. And the same thing goes on the other side. If he is replenishing the things that you need to survive, you know, the essentials that you have, if they're coming in and if you got a man that's breaking up your happiness, your silence, your peace, all of that type of thing, just because he got some good wood, hey, pay attention. Because when that dies down, what do you have left? When that goes away, what do you have left? And the reality of it is that find someone that that y'all can laugh together. Find someone that you can sit back and you can have a great time with. Y'all can travel. Y'all can see the world. You know, y'all share the same interests. Y'all got the same goals. You know, because I realized that when you get to a certain age, it's like a pregnancy. If anyone that's gone through a pregnancy, they understand. You got a first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. You know, I have 4 beautiful children, and, you know, please believe, you know, I understand about the trimesters. I understand it. You know, the first trimester, you can get up, you know, you're active. As far as the female, you're active. You know, you can still move around. You're still doing things. Second trimester starts to get a little bit more serious because now you're carrying the weight. Your body's starting to formulate the milk, and you go through the processes of, you know, being tired, draining, all of that. Especially because now your baby is growing inside, and they're replenishing a lot of your nutrients that you have, that you intake. When that third trimester come around, it's time to have that baby, and it's time for that situation to manifest and be over. So all the pain, that's when you have a tendency to be more, you know, you're tired and you don't want to get up, but you got to get up. You got to stay active because that baby's pressuring on your pelvic bone, and it's doing all of this type of stuff. You know, and this is some education for men to understand, you know, the cycle of life. You know, I was fortunate enough to the point where I had the morning sickness and the cravings for all of my children. Maybe that's the reason why they look like me so much. But, you know, the fact that I went through the cravings, I went through the sugar fits, I went through all of it. And it paid, you know. But just understand the cycle of life, and I'm going to bring back to this. The cycle of life is we have to get ready and get ourselves prepared. And we're at a stage now, I can only speak for myself, I'm at a stage now where I want to find peace. Peace is such an important asset to me. A peace of mind is such an important asset to me. For me to be able to have, you know, if something pops off, something goes down, it's taken care of. I'm not worried about anything that's going on. I can still maintain my life. If I had to retire right now, would I be in a position to the point where my life would continue to keep moving the way that I'm doing? Will I still be able to travel? Will I still be able to enjoy my cigars? Will I still be able to, you know, go work out and things of that nature? You know, so we have to make sure that we position ourselves. Because the last thing that we ever want to do is be a burden on our children. Our children have to live their lives. And we are not here to have our children take care of us when they're trying to start their own family. It's not fair to them. So me personally, I would love to be position myself to the point whereas if I need to hire a cook, I can hire a cook to come in and take care of that. If I need to hire someone to come in and clean, I can hire someone to come in and clean for me. And I can do all of these type of things. And therefore, when the times that I see that I meet with my children, it's creating memories instead of creating situations where they feel like they got to take care of me and that type of deal. So you got to position yourself. And it's something that unfortunately, when you get to a certain age, you got to look at. You got to review and you got to identify that, hey, this is how it is. I've said so many times, one of the most depressing commercials that I've ever wanted to see, and I'm going to end it with this. One of the most depressing commercials that I ever wanted to see or look at was the Life Alert commercial. And the reason why is because you have no one there in your life that if something was to happen to you, to get you help. There's no one there. You got to rely on a electronic device around your neck to get someone there. You're only talking about a matter of minutes with consciousness. You're only talking about a matter of minutes if you hit your head on a fall. You're only talking about a matter of minutes that can help you from being stabilized to a toe tag. So be aware of that situation. And when you get to a point where you see, like you see more, you go into more funerals than you do birthday parties or events, be mindful of that. We had a family get together this past weekend and it was very enjoyable. And my grandmother had 13 children. Big family, very big family. And we are down now to the original, we're down to 3. We have 3 of our senior family members left. We got to appreciate time. We got to appreciate memories that are set, because when they're gone, they're gone. And if you don't have any good memories, you're going to wish that you sit back and say, hey man, I wish I had more time. I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. Make sure that you do those things. Make sure that you create those memories with the people that you love. Make sure you have those special moments in time in life so that when your time do come, they can sit back and memorialize you and say, you know what? I remember when they did this, or they used to say this, or how they used to act, or things they used to do. Little quirky things that they would do. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to it. Get yourself in order. Get yourself together. Smoke well, my friends. Enjoy life. Enjoy life.